Speaking about the vulnerability, you mentioned that you once wanted to quit on filming career because you were too sad. And what changed your mind? Was there a specific conversation, because I know you and Chad talk a lot, that reminds you and encourage you to continue the legacy?
I think more than anything, it was just the way that Chadwick lived. And I think that when I was thinking, honestly, it was selfish thinking. And I think that you go through those stages when you get hit with news that's shocking. You can think in a way that's very isolated, or that's short-sighted. You know what I mean? I think that pain and shock,
right,
it does that to you.
That
you know,
first reaction.
Yeah. It's like, so it was an initial reaction. The more I thought about it, the more I thought it out, and I realized that wasn't an option. You know, pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. But your mind, you know, goes through it, and fortunately enough, I was able to stop working for a little bit and just sit with my thoughts, which I think is a big part of the grieving process. What's really interesting is the film deals with that idea, that concept of people reacting to intense grief in different ways, and also being allowed to go through the phases, being allowed to wake up one day and say, hey, I don't think I can do this anymore, and then wake up the next day and say, you know what, man, maybe I can. You know, like giving yourself the room to feel it was something that I was fortunate enough to have been able to do. It just came back to Chad for me, man, how he lived. Like he never quit. He was going through so much more than I was going through. I was going through something that was that was emotional and not physical. And so I think that once I was able to get outside of my own head in that moment, I was good.
And let's question the underwater world, Pelican. To build that world and the character, including Namor, did you personally do anything to prevent people from comparing them with Aquaman?
No, I think we made creative decisions that were the best creative decisions for the movie. It was bonus that they helped to differentiate our character from other characters that existed in the zeitgeist. Right. And I think that's a challenge that I'm familiar with, even though I've only been making films professionally for 10 years. I've been through it a lot, where you're working on a film, you're developing something, and another filmmaker has a film or a story that if you squint hard enough, they look like they're the same thing. But I think the way that you have to do it is make decisions that are true to what you're feeling and unique to your own story that you're telling. And then what ends up happening is, the films come out and they end up being totally different, because they're being made by different people and for different reasons. In the comic book community, we know that, there are a lot of characters that exist in maybe Marvel or exist in DC that are very similar. And the only reason that they're able to exist is because maybe they're pulling from IP that can't be owned. There's a Hercules in this canon, there's a Hercules in that canon. I look at it as these characters being archetypes, and as opposed to focusing on what makes them similar, we focused on what makes them different.